Welcome, everybody. It's my daily preacher's vlog, The Preacher's Minute. Reading a little bit of Exodus today. You know, when Israel left Egypt with Moses, there were actually quite a few Egyptians who came with them. Some probably were sympathetic to the plight of Israel for a long time, but have you ever wondered how many decided to go with Israel after they began facing the 10 plagues? Many look at the account of the 10 plagues as a sign that the God of the Old Testament was vindictive and evil. Yet, when we look more at the history and context, such an argument is not easily sustained. You see, the 10 plagues were actually condemnations against the false Egyptian gods. When the darkness came, that was a condemnation of the god Ra. When the Nile River turned to blood, that was a condemnation of Hapi, the Nile god. And when the firstborn of Egypt were slain by the death angel of God, that was a condemnation of Anubis. When seen in that light, God is actually being very generous to the Egyptian people. He could have summarily wiped out those who oppressed Israel for centuries, and it would have been a just punishment for their cruelty and wickedness. But God drew out the destruction in a way that allowed the Egyptian people to see how powerless their false gods were and come to realize their need for the true God. The reality of the 10 plagues is that while it is a condemnation of false Egyptian gods and the wicked people among the Egyptians, it is also showing the mercy of God on the Egyptians. Had Pharaoh listened and obeyed God, not a single plague would have occurred. In fact, Egypt as a nation could have become obedient to the true God, given up their idols, and they would have, in all likelihood, remained a world power for a good bit longer. If you're facing hardships, please consider that it is not God abandoning you or seeking to make you suffer, but rather He's allowing events to unfold in a way that can draw you closer to Him. It's much better to suffer in this life than in the next. Until next time, this was The Preacher's Minute. See ya.